All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah Kwitash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book, man. All right, now what I want to get into today is the Luke 17 chapter, man. All right, starting at the 11th verse and going down to the 19th verse, man. All right, which is basically talking about giving thanks to the Most High, man. You always got to give thanks to the Most High, man. Always, man. All right, because there's a story. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it. All right, I'm not even gonna talk. I'm gonna read it, and it's gonna break down itself. All right. So it's a story about the 10 lepers. All right. So it says, verse 11, Luke 17 and 11, and it came to pass as he went to Jerusalem, all right, talking about Yahawashi, all right, that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee, and as he entered into a certain village, there met him 10 men that were lepers, which stood afar off. And they lifted up their voices and said, Yahawashi, Master, have mercy on us. And when he saw them, he said unto them, Go show yourselves unto the priest. And it came to pass that as they went, they were cleansed. And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back and with a loud voice glorified the Most High, and fell down on his face at his feet, giving him thanks. And he was a Samaritan. And he wasn't an actual like Samaritan, that he was an Israelite, man. All right. And Yahawashi answering said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Yeah, because he cleansed 10 of them, man. But only one came back to give thanks, man. All right. So it says, and Yahawashi answering said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? There are not found that return to give glory to the Most High, save this stranger. Yeah, because you always got to give glory to the Most High, man. All right, always, man. When he does something great for you, man. Even when you're in a low state, man. Even when you're brought low, you still got to give thanks to the Most High. You still got to have faith in the Most High, man. All right, but when the Lord does something great for you, man. All right, you got to give thanks. How can you not, man? All right, how can you not give thanks to the Most High? You always got to give thanks to the Most High, man. All right. So it says, and Yahawashi answering said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Yeah, because only one came back to give him thanks, man. All right. There are not found that return to give glory to the Most High, save this stranger. And he said unto him, Arise, go thy way, thy faith has made thee whole. Yeah, so out of all 10, there was only one that gave thanks to the Most High, man, which is, praise the Most High. There was only one that did that, man. All right, but that's why it says right here, verse 18, there are not found that return to give glory to the Most High, save this stranger. Yeah, so there was only one that returned to give thanks, man. Right? Why didn't the other ones give thanks, man? Because they weren't really thankful, man. All right, how can you not give glory to the Most High after he done such a great thing for you, man? Just like when the Israelites came out of Egypt, man, they still tempted the Most High, and they still were bugged out, man. All right, not giving, like, nigga, I just brought you out of Egypt and you over here bugging that you ain't got no bread, that you would rather go back to Egypt and all that, man. Nah, man, you always got to give thanks to the Most High for what he did. So now I want to go into another story, man. All right, let's get into the Luke the 12th chapter, all right, starting at 16, all right, and it says, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, yeah, he was talking to one of the Pharisees, all right, because when you go back, one of the Pharisees had bid him to dine, all right. It says, yeah, right here, chapter 11, it says, verse 37, and as he spake, a certain Pharisee besought him to dine with him, and he went in and sat down to meat. Yeah, so he was talking to the Pharisees, all right? So when you go to the 12th chapter, the 16th verse, it says, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully, all right? And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Yeah, so he had many riches, man. He was good, man. That's why he told himself to lay back. He good. He ain't really got to work, too hard, man. He was basically boasting in everything he had, man. All right. So he said, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself. Excuse me, let me read that again. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. Yeah, because his desire wasn't toward the Most High, man. And that's really what your desire has to be towards, man, is the Most High, and not toward these earthly vain things, these earthly riches, man. All right, you're supposed to gather your riches up into the heavens, man. All right, you got to gather those treasures, man. All right, matter of fact, let's read and if the Most High does give you great things, many things, you still got to praise the Most High, man. All right, you can't have all these things and your desires not toward the Most High, man. You always got to give thanks to the Most High, man. All right, so what I want to get is, let me read this last verse again, all right? It says, Luke 12:21, so is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. Yeah, his desire wasn't toward the Most High. It was toward his riches, man. All right, it wasn't toward the Most High, man. And you got to give thanks to the Most High when he does give you riches like that, man. All right, so matter of fact, let's get into that. All right, let's get Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter, man. All right. And you gotta set your heart on heavenly riches, man, not earthly riches, man. You gotta build that spiritual bank account, man. All right. So it says right here. Matter of fact, let me read Sirach 11. All right. This is the book of Sirach, the 11th chapter, starting at 14, starting at the 14th verse. It says, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. All right, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord, man. Yeah, so when you're rich, man, the Most High gave you those riches, man. And when you're in poverty, man, the Most High did that to you, man. Let's read that again. It says, verse 14, all right, the book of Sirach, the 11th chapter, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord, man. All right, come of the Lord, man. Yeah, so when you're poor, that's of the Most High, and when you're rich, that's of the Most High, man. So when the Lord does give you thanks, man, when the Lord does give you riches and you have many things, that's of the Lord, man. So therefore you got to give thanks, man. The Most High did that for you, man. All right, that's why it says in the story that I just read, it says, so he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. Yeah, his desire wasn't toward the Most High. He didn't give thanks for the Most High for all those riches, man. All right, he thought it was just of himself, man. Nah, bruh. All right, so now let's get back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Excuse me, not 28th chapter, the 8th chapter, starting at the 7th. I started the 7th verse, and I'll go all the way down to I'll go down to 12. All right, so it says, for the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains, and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley, and vines, and fig trees, and pomegranates, and a land of olive. Excuse me. Let me read that again. All right. It says I'll read from the top again. All right. It says, for the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness, thou shalt not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass. All right. When thou hast eaten and art full, then shalt thou bless Yahawah thy power for the good land which he has given thee. Yeah, so when you're always supposed to give thanks to the Lord, man, when he has given you great things, man. All right, when he has blessed you with, money or many things, a house, a car, whatever, man. All right, because the scriptures say the Lord knows how to bring a beggar from out of the dunghill. All right, the Lord is the one that raised you up, all right, from that poor state and giving you everything you have wanted, man. That's of the Lord, man. All right, matter of fact, let's read Sirach 11 and 14 again. All right, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. Yeah, so when you're poor, man, that's because the Lord did that to you, man. And when the Lord raises you up out of that poor state and makes you rich, the Lord is the one that did that to you, man. All right, the Lord didn't, it wasn't of yourself, man. All right, so you can't brag and boast upon it, man. All right, you always got to give thanks to the Most High, man. All right, so it says, let's read that again. All right, it says, when thou hast eaten, all right, and art full, then thou shalt bless Yahawah thy power for the good land which he has given thee. All right, beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God in keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes which I command thee this day. Yeah, so you can never forget about the Most High, man. All right, when you have great things, when you have many riches, all right, it's always thanks to the Most High, man. All right, that wasn't of yourself, man. The Most High did that to you, man. All right, so now let's go back to Luke, man, that story that we just read, man. All right, Luke 12, all right? Let's read that again, all right? Luke 12 and 16. And he spake a parable unto them. The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully, all right? And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High, man. Yeah, so your desire is really supposed to be more toward the Most High, not toward these earthly riches, man. And when he does give you these earthly riches, it's all thanks to the Most High, because the Most High is giving you everything you need, man. All right, but you got to really build up these earthly riches, man. The heavenly riches, not these earthly riches. All right, so let's get Matthew the 6th chapter. All right, let's get Matthew the 6th chapter, starting at the 19th verse. All right, so Matthew 6 and 19, it says, lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth. All right, yeah, because all that shit is vain, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. These earthly treasures don't mean nothing. These riches that you have and these things that you have, they're not going to save you on the day of wrath, man. When wrath comes, man, these riches and these things that you have is not going to save you, man. They're literally nothing. It's all vanity, man. What did King Solomon say? Vanity, vanity, everything is vanity, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. He said all things is vanity, man. Everything on this earth is bullshit and useless, man. All right, the only thing you should be worried about is the Most High, man. All right, so he said, lay up not yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, all right, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. All right, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. All right, so you're supposed to lay up your treasures up in heaven, man. All right, how do you do that? By doing the work, man. All right, having that faith and doing the work, man. When you go out to the highways and hedges, all right, when you do videos, man. All right, when you read, when you study, all right, when you learn, all right, because that's part of doing the work. You have to eat the roll first before you could teach, man. All right, so learning and studying, man, that's part of it, man. What the Ezekiel said, what the Lord stated to Ezekiel, man, eat the roll and then go teach the children of Israel, man. All right, so that's part of doing the work is studying, man. You got to have the knowledge first before you can teach, man. All right. So it says, let's read that again. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. All right, so your true desire, your true treasure is supposed to be towards the Lord, man. All right, towards the Most High, man. Not these earthly vain treasures, man. All right, because this is all vanity and it's all worthless. These things that you have, all right, they're not going to save you when all hell, death, and destruction comes, man. All right, the Most High is the one that's going to save you when all hell, death, and destruction comes, all right? But you got to turn to the Most High before all that happens, man, all right? You gotta seek the Lord while he may be found, because when all this hell and death and misery and pain and anguish and sorrow comes upon the face of America, man, all right, the Lord is not going to deal with you, man, because you haven't turned to him, man. All right, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, man. All right, matter of fact, let me grab another a script, man. All right, let me grab let's go into James. Let's go into James 2 and 5, all right? Let's grab that. All right, this is James 2 and 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, has not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith?" Yeah, that's right, because really the Most High is not dealing with the rich man or someone who has many riches, man. The Most High gave his wisdom and his knowledge to the poor, man. The Most High is dealing with the poor, all right? Because what's it saying in 1 Corinthians? The Lord has chosen let's get that, because I don't want to botch it, all right? The Lord had chosen the poor to confound the wise, man. All right. The foolish of this world to confound the wise, man. All right. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 1 and 27. "But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty," man. All right, so the Lord is dealing with the lowly, man. He's not dealing with the rich, man. These people that are rich as hell, that got millions of dollars, man. All right, these celebrities, the Lord is not dealing with any of them, man. All right, because what did the scriptures say, man? All right, what did Yahawashi say? He said, let me go into my computer real quick. All right, he said it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to make it into heaven, man. Because a rich man doesn't want to follow the Lord. He doesn't want to give all his earthly riches away to go and follow the Most High, man, which is the dumbest idea, the dumbest decision you could fucking make, man. All right? Excuse my language, all right? So let's get that, all right? All right, let's get that, all right? This is Matthew 19 and 24. It says, "And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter in the kingdom of the Most High," man. All right, that goes to show you the Most High not dealing with the rich out there. All right, the Lord is dealing with the lowly, the poor, man. All right, that's why the Lord said into that. That's why the Lord said in that parable, all right, that Yahawashi was speaking, all right. Thou fool, your soul was required this night, man. All right, because your desire, all right, wasn't toward the Most High, it was toward your riches, man. All right, matter of fact, let's go back to James. All right, the Most High is dealing with the poor. He's not dealing with the rich, man. All right. Excuse me for a sec. All right, this is James 2 and 5. All right, hearken, my beloved brethren, has not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith? Yeah, rich in faith, man, not rich in materialistic things, man, not earthly vain things. All right, the Lord is he's dealing with the poor, man. He's not dealing with anybody else. The Lord don't deal with niggas that's trying to get to the bag, man. All right. He's not dealing with niggas that's trying to become rich, man. All right. What do we just read in Matthew 19 and 24? And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because a rich man don't want to give up all his earthly possessions to follow the Most High, man. That's more important to a rich man, all right, than following the Most High, man. Which is the most stupidest thing, most dumbest thing this is the most dumbest way you could think, man. Because first of all, the Most High is the one that gave you all this riches, man. So you're supposed to thank the Most High. This is what literally what we were getting into this whole lesson, man. All right, you gotta always give. That's the whole point of this lesson, to always give thanks to the Most High, man, because He's the one that made you rich, man. All right, or giving you the things that you have, man. All right, but it's easier for it. But the Most High is really dealing with the poor, man. All right, because the Most High is not dealing with these rich ass celebrities, man. These rappers or these actors or these, you know, anyone that's in the music industry, the Hollywood industry, man. The Lord's not dealing with nobody in these high places, man. He's dealing with the lowly, man. All right, let's get that. Let's get that again. All right, 1 Corinthians. All right. He has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. That's why when people step up to us, when we're out on the highways and hedges, all right, we look broke as hell. We look like bums out there, all right, with these rough ass beard, with these shitty ass clothes we wear, man. All right, but when He stepped up to us, they get chopped with knowledge, man. The Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, man. Because what the Lord say, the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, man. All right, He gave His true wisdom and knowledge to the poor, man. All right, matter of fact, so let's read that. All right, so it says 1 Corinthians 1 and 27, but the Most High has chosen the foolish things of this world, to confound the wise. But the Most High, and the Most High has chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. All right, and the base things of the world and things which are despised has the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. So the Most High, the Most High is dealing with the poor, man. He's dealing with the lowly. He gave his wisdom to the lowly, man. The men that you look like, that the men that look like shit to you, all right? The ones that you just blow to the side, man. That's who the Most High is dealing with, man. That's why when we get beamed up, all right, Lord willing, all right, that's why when we get beamed up into the chariots, Lord willing, you people are going to be confounded, man. All right, like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. This is he who sometimes we had in derision. All right, you're going to be like, this is the man that the Most High was dealing with the whole time, and we thought he was crazy and stupid, and we thought he was a fool for being out here. All right, telling you that America is going to be destroyed and Esau, Edom, and all the other nations are going into chains and shackles. The man that we thought was crazy, the Most High was dealing with him the whole time. All right, see, you people are, oh man, all right. But enough of that, man. Enough talking, man. That's basically the lesson, man. I got my point across, because now we going into something else, all right. But you know, I made my point. This lesson was about always giving thanks to the Most High, man. All right, because poverty and riches come to Him, man. All right, so let's read that. Let's read that one more time, man. All right, let's go into the book of Luke, man. All right, let's go into the book of Luke and read that story one more time, man. So that's what the whole lesson was about. All right, so this is your Luke 17 and 11. All right, and it came to pass as he went to Jerusalem, talking about Yahawashi, all right, that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. All right, because there was Israelites and there were Jews in Samaria, man. All right. So it says that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. All right. Excuse me. And as he entered into a certain village, there met him 10 men that were lepers, all right, which stood afar off. And they lifted up their voice and said, Yahawashi, Master, have mercy on us. And when he saw them, he said unto them, Go show yourselves unto the priest. And it came to pass that as they went, they were cleansed. And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back with a loud voice and glorified the Most High. All right. And fell down on his face at his feet, giving him thanks. And he was a Samaritan. And Yahawashi answering said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? There are not found that return to the glory of the Most High, save this stranger. And he said unto him, Arise, go thy way, thy faith has made thee whole. Yeah, so out of the 10, there was only one that gave thanks, man. All right, they were all supposed to come back and give thanks, man, because of what the Most High did, man. All right, through Yahawashi. All right, so it says, and Yahawashi answered and said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Yeah, because only one came back and gave thanks, man. That goes to show you always got to give thanks to the Most High when he does something for you, man. All right, when he gives you a job or sets you up with a car, man, or out of nowhere now you got all these crops or a whole bunch of food in your fridge when you had none, man. All right, so just to go back over that story again, you're always supposed to give thanks, man. All right, so now I want to read Deuteronomy 8 again, man. Just going over it, man. All right, because that was the whole point of this lesson, man. I know I drifted off a little bit, but to get back to the topic, man, because we can't forget about what this lesson was about, was to give thanks. All right, so it says Deuteronomy 8 and 7, For Yahawah thy power bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. Thou shalt not lack anything. Thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten and art full, all right, not just literally eating with food, but when the Most High gives you things, when you feel like the Most High has set you up, man. All right, it says, when thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Most High. All right, thou shalt bless the Lord thy power for the good land which he has given thee. Yeah, so whenever the Most High gives you something, it's always thanks to the Most High, man. All right, it wasn't upon yourself that you have received these things, man. It's always thanks to the Most High, man. All right, again, Sirach 11 and 14, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches. All right, come of the Lord, man. So everything comes from the Lord, whether it's poverty, being broke, or riches, man, because that's the balance. All right, with this Proverbs 11 and say a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. All right, so the Lord plays both sides. All right, he could set you down and he could set you up, man. He could bring you bring life to you, and he could bring you down to the grave, man. All right, that's why there's left and right, up and down. All right, cold and hot. That's a balance, man. All right, the Lord is a balance, man. He doesn't just love, he hates too, man. All right, he doesn't bring good times, he brings evil times as well, man. All right, the scriptures say if there's evil in the city, has the Lord not done it, man? All right, So the Lord is about balance, man. All right. He brings poverty and riches. That all comes from the Lord, man. All right. So, that's the lesson, man. That's pretty much it. And I hope this lesson was edifying, man. All right. I always, when I do a lesson, I always go back over the same scriptures over and over again, man, so it can be embedded in your head, man. All right. So, Lord willing, that lesson was edifying, man. And, hopefully I wasn't talking too loud, because I talk loud a lot. All right. But, Lord willing, that lesson was edifying. And, you learned from it, man. All right. Because you always got to give thanks to the Most High. All right, it wasn't of yourselves, man. All right, because a lot of people think it was, they worked hard for it. Nah, man, the Most High put it in your spirit, all right, to work hard to get it, man. All right, because a man's goings are of the Lord, man. How then can a man understand his own way? Matter of fact, let's get that before I close it out, man. All right. All right, because there's no such thing as free will, man. This is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? A man can't understand his own way, man. All right, because it's the Most High that's making him do everything, man. All right, it's the Lord that directs your paths, man. All right, so with that being said, I want to say, call Halayim, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians and Brazilians, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book, man. All right. So with that being said, until the next one, shalom, shalom.